So in addition to visualization or affirmation in the being dimension, you may need to address also the doing dimension, and again bring the two together. Enjoy the doing. Don't use it, don't treat the doing as a stressful thing because you need to achieve this or that. No, you enjoy the doing of it. That's the power of presence has to flow into the doing. The doing is not just a means to an end, it's an end in itself. That is very a very important realization, so that the doing does not become stressful. If it's stressful, it means you're excessively attached to the outcome, which means you want to be there, but you are here. And that gap between there and here creates stress. And then you, as far as manifestation is concerned, that is disempowering. Now, some people who work very hard with that mindset of stress, they exercise willpower to achieve this, and sometimes they actually do achieve what they. Occasionally, it happens, but it doesn't make them happy. It makes them, when they achieve, they are still unhappy, and in the meantime, anybody else they had contact with in whatever work they were doing, they are made unhappy too. So it's if that is your underlying mindset, I will achieve through sheer willpower. And of course, it's stressful. You create stress for yourself, you create unhappiness for yourself, and whoever you're in contact with, you make them unhappy too. Some companies operate like that. Everybody is stressed and unhappy. So if you work in a company like that, my recommendation would be to depart. So if your environment is dysfunctional, that can be a considerable hindrance to your power of manifestation if you're trapped in a dysfunctional environment. So look out for any sign of stress when you're moving towards your goal and you're active in whatever area. Look for any kind of stress that arises. There's something not right if stress arises. Now, this is not to be confused with a kind of feeling low energy activity. There can be, when you engage in something meaningful, there's intense energy behind what you do. But this intensity of energy is not stress. There is an enjoyment behind it. So yes, you may be very intensely engaged, but as you're intensely engaged in whatever it is, let's say, so let's come back to this person who wants to be a famous YouTuber, just about it now. Now at this moment, then he or she is learning how to edit videos, how to do that, okay? And again, enjoy the learning process, trying this out and that, asking questions, what can I do here, there? And then there's the next thing to master, and you enjoy the doing of that in order rather than, why am I not a famous YouTuber already? I need to get there to feel happy. No, you're happy in the doing. And then even if you don't become a famous YouTuber, you'll still be happy. Maybe you reach only 1,000 people, or 5,000, or 10,000, or 200. And even out of those 200 that you reach, some people may contact you and something else will arise out of that. You can't, many things arise. You have to be always open to new possibilities that you hadn't even thought of. So not everything that you achieve in this life comes through wanting to manifest this or that. It's a good starting point, but sometimes, and quite often, the best things may come that you never even thought of to manifest. But if you hadn't started with this particular manifestation, the other things that you never thought of would never have arisen. So sometimes the universe has, so to speak, may have greater plans for you than you could even think of. But you have to take the first steps, and sometimes the first steps is, I want to manifest this now, and then you practice. You go into being, rooted in the fullness of being. Then you visualize or you affirm this or that. And in doing that, you feel it's already there in the unseen. And then in addition, you may have to go into the doing dimension. And in the doing dimension, don't lose touch with being, because if you lose touch with being, you're lost in doing. Then you're stressed and you're not effective anymore. And even if you achieve what you wanted to achieve through sheer willpower and hard work and stress, it'll make you unhappy and make others unhappy. So it's pointless.